let's talk cord cutting. Heritage witch to non-heritage witch. All right, here we go. So by now we've all seen the videos of our fellow witches doing the cord cutting where you take it to the altar, and you have your two candles, or this represents person A, this represents person B. They light the flame and it burns down. Perfect. It works. It's great. I like it. It's not how I was taught. Okay. I'm only bringing this up because I saw somebody else doing this, and in their comment section, a heritage witch pointed out how a heritage witch would actually do. And to us, this spell here is a form of divination. Does that mean that it's not a type of cord cutting? No, it is a type of cord cutting. Most effectively. Definitely. And more importantly, if it works for that practitioner, then it works for that practitioner. Everybody's tradition or practice is their own. Okay? Now, I'm going to teach you how we have done it in ours. Now, as a heritage witch, we learn from our parent, our grandparent from many, many years, okay? Mine can go back, we keep our family record in our family tree, and it goes back to about 300-ish years, around there. And we are from the Mediterranean area in a different country, okay? We came here very late 1800s, okay? We brought our magic with us, okay? Just gonna clear the air on that one. And I will never say that version is wrong. Because it's not wrong. You are effectively burning the bridge between the two parties. Period. It's done. It's set in motion. It's out there. Okay? Now, how I was taught, there's a couple of different versions. It's the same spell, just different version. Okay. One way is, I'm going to use my two little teddy bears I got for Valentine's Day. Let's say this represents person A, person B. Now we are still going to use the cord, okay? We will definitely wrap that around these two people, okay? They're tied, and they're bind, okay? But what we would do is take a pair of scissors or our knife and cut the bind, separating it. Of course, there are a little bit of, chanting and our own spell in our own family grimoire that we would use, okay, while we're doing this. If more effectively is if party A, who wants this done, is with you, so that their energy is focused as well into the act of cutting and severing the ties. Okay? Or the other version, which my bestest friend, who is a Hungarian heritage witch, she still lives over there, our countries neighbor each other. Her version is person A needs to be present. They have to hold the cord, and then the practitioner, the witch, wise one, whatever you want to call us, takes a knife and severs the cord. Okay, and now why do we do this? Because it goes back to a tradition of hand fasting. In hand fasting, you are binding yourself to your lover. Okay, now to get that undone, you will use the cord from that ceremony and cut it. You are no longer tied to that person. You are severed. It is done. Okay? And like I said, in our family grimoires, which from person to person, family to family, it is going to be different because each practitioner will make, or family practice will make it their own, but in essence, it is the same act. Now, when it comes to the way that it is done today, that we see, like I said, the candles, and you burn it in flames, that to us would be, if we burn the bridges, what is the outcome? And then we would read the aftermath. Okay, so like we will read the wax, and okay, because what we're looking at is how the wax falls. At the end, if there is a clear, no way touching, not one still reaching or the other still reaching. Okay, so we can discern through divination whether or not this is going to work, if this is going to be a good idea, if there is going to be an issue in severing the ties. So that's what we would do in our practice, in my family, in my line. Now, a lot of people don't talk about their heritages. There's reasons for that. We don't really learn from books. We learn word of mouth, handed down through our generations. Okay, most of us come from places that are country folk, wise folk, folk magic types of things. I can tell you that in the country my family came from, there are well-documented cases of well over 300 men, women, even children, that actually did get burnt at the stake in the capital. And a lot of the people in the outlying villages were like, oh my goodness, they're coming for our medicine people, the people that we go to, that have the knowledge of, the herbs and the recipes and things like that. We're going to hide them. We're going to hide them. And they were hidden. Some hid in churches to keep out of sight. Okay? So that's a little bit more about me and my family and how we came here and what we do. Can I give you basics? I sure can. Can I give you actual spells from my family grimoire? Absolutely not. I cannot. Sorry. Also, if you do these things and you're, hey, good. No judgment from me. Not whatsoever. But, so if you don't have a whole lot of supplies, now you know another version of how to do a cord cutting. Okay, make it your own though. Okay, write your spell, anoint your figures, and cut it. Okay, save your candles if you want. Use the candles still as the representation. Don't burn it, but cut it. Okay, or go ahead, burn them mother humpers to the ground. But if you can, learn how to read the wax so that spell hit the mark and it's done. Okay? Happy casting. Hope you enjoyed this little tidbit from my family to yours.